What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we have a piece by Level 52 Studios. This is a new studio for me. This is the Swordsman of Mars. Originally, the painting that this is based on was done by Frank Frazetta. This is a part of a Frazetta line. This is number 64 of 170. As you can see, the box art is absolutely incredible. This is the foam inside with really nice straps. And we're going to start off with the base. That's the painting Frazetta did. We're going to get more into that later on, but the base is pretty nice and really simple. The sculpture is really incredible. The paint is a little simple on the base. And here is our warrior here. He slides right in. Now there's not many parts to this statue at all. So as you can see so far, that's only two pieces. And the princess or the queen is the third piece here, and then each one has one accessory or a hand and another hand holding the sword. The magnet is really nice and strong for that, and it really makes good contact with the rock, so she really looks like she's perched and kind of like maintaining her balance off of that. And again, the magnet's really strong in the sword here. But the piece is simple, but really dynamic. So here is the novel that Frank Frazetta did the cover for by Edgar Rice Burroughs. It's The Mastermind of Mars and A Fighting Man of Mars. These are two stories in one book. I actually ordered the book off the internet the same day I found this statue, and they came in on the same day, so that was convenient. Here is a 360 shot of the base. Again, the paint is really kind of lacking on the base, but the sculpt is really good. And here's a slight close-up of our characters. Lots of movement, lots of flow, very dynamic. I love the cape. I love a sculpted cape. So here again, you can see some of the purples and going on the rocks of the base. Here's just close-ups of the armor. A really nice tarnished brass kind of effect on the armor pieces. I think they came out really good. And here is that quintessential Frank Frazetta anatomy that we all come to love so much. You can see the proportions of her ribs to her hips, really dynamic. The portrait of her is really good. It really looks just like the painting, and I feel like they did a lot of justice with it. But this really captures Frank Frazetta's artwork in a three-dimensional form. And you got to have the booty shot in there if it's going to be a Frank Frazetta lady. The detail on the sandals is really good. I like the buckles. Here's his gauntlets. Really nice, deep sculpture. His skin tone and the scars look really good. It actually just, the portrait is incredible, actually. The scarring, the skin tone, everything on this is done really well. The texture on the cape is perfect. It's not overdone. I think they did a good job on that. And here's that gunmetal kind of color for his very fantasy-inspired helmet. And here you can really see the physique and the anatomy of these characters and how closely it resembles a Frank Frazetta painting. The details and the flow of his helmet really match the artwork, and they did such a good job. Here's the sword. The metal effects on the sword are really good. All the dings and all the abrasions on the sword are really nice. Here's a nice upward view so you can see everything. Here's some detail of her helmet. Again, this is just in person. This looks really incredible. Here's another shot of this portrait because I just couldn't really get enough of it. The eyes are a little simple, but everything else is really, really well done. And here's the back of her with her hair flowing down. Now, this is the lavender that's actually painted in the sculpture. It looks like lighting, and this is probably my favorite part of the piece, is the painting going on with that. They have hints of lavender in her shadows that really show depth, but also give like a sense of the painting. And these scars on our hero's face here are just incredible. So here's the whole piece in its entirety. It looks amazing and really captures that Frank Frazetta energy. Here's a close-up of the painting done for the cover of the book by Frank Frazetta, and as you can see, the sculptor really nailed it with her stomach and all the thick thighs. You just know she has so much muscle going on under there. I figured I'd give you guys a little tour of this book too. If you want, you can pause this and kind of get a synopsis of what's going on with the two stories. Kind of showing that Frank Frazetta is our illustrator here. He actually did a series of pen and inks inside of the book, which we're going to look at now. Kind of gives little arcs of the book. Again, I'm a huge Frazetta fan, and I cannot get enough of what's going on in this book. I've seen all of this artwork before. I didn't really know it was a part of this story in particular, but I have seen all of this. I've seen most of his work. I have most of his books. I went to the museum in Strasbourg and saw all the originals. I met both of his sons. We actually bought a Frank Frazetta original pen and ink for the tattoo shop. So that's pretty much it. Thanks for joining me. Definitely stay tuned for new pieces coming in the near future.